Memphis Grizzlies. At guard, John Concha. At forward, Dylan Brooks. At center, Steven Adams. At forward, Jaren Jackson Jr. At guard, John Morant. Head coach of the visiting team is Taylor Jenkins. Let's meet the starters for your Denver Nuggets. Starting at shooting guard, number 5, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. At power forward, number 50, Aaron Gordon. At guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 27, Jamal Murray. At forward, number 1, Michael Porter Jr. At center, number 15, he's got jumped, Nikola Jokic.
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Hello everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Allie, take it away.
Well, Denver's Michael Malone learned the game from his father, who is also an NBA coach. Mike said, quote, "It all started with my father's impact as a mentor. He actually told me not to go into coaching. I should have listened. This is a crazy job." Brian, you buying that?
Not for a minute, Allie. He loves this game too much. Great stuff there. Thank you. Let's see the stat sheet here for Nikola Jokic.
And he's having issues at the free throw line at the moment. In the past 10 games, his touch hasn't been the same as it was before. He'll be trying to correct that tonight.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. John Morant is out there with John Conchar. And it's Adams in at the center. And for Denver, Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. Murray and Caldwell-Pope are the backcourt pairing. And it's Porter in at small forward. And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Murray against Morant. The floater, and it's good on the layup.
Able to get that teardrop anytime he wants. Morant has all the shots in his bag.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Murray, a screen on Adams. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Misses off the left iron. And here's Memphis.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dylan Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, talking about Dylan Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
No good on the free throw. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
And he's good on the second. Well, when we talk home court advantage, you think the Nuggets have the best in the NBA?
I think so, B.A., and it has to do with geography. Denver is at altitude, and that's hard on your body, trust me, I know. And they're isolated from the rest of the league, so it always is a long trip out there as well.
Now here's Brooks. 17 points in his last outing. From the line, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Jokic the screen. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Brooks against Porter. The three is up. And that one's good for Brooks.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Nuggets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Memphis, coming off that win against the Sixers.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
With a dynamic burst, Morant has such a strong driving ability, which really helps open up his mid-range game.
Jokic the screen. Caldwell Pope with a drive. Count the basket.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Outside Morant. No good on the three. The Nuggets trail. Porter the pass to Murray. Back to Porter. And here's Gordon. Pounded by Morant. Gordon against Morant. The jump hook. Gordon can't hit.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
1 second left. And that's not going to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies up 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And here's Denver. 4-point game.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Zeke Naji out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Ish Smith. Then it's Bruce Brown. And it's Highland in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
At the line for your Nuggets, Zeke Naji. 1 shot.
1 shot.
And the free throw, no good. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Brown passes to Jokic. Outside, Brown. To the wing on the left. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots from 12, and the basket is good.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Aldama. Pass to Conchar. Drains the triple.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Shots blocked. Jones with the ball, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Covered by Jokic. Jones with the ball. He's against Smith. They grab their own miss. Here's Aldama. Misses the 3. The Nuggets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Jones against Jokic. Right wing. Here's Smith. There's the block. Pass to Jones. Ooh, stolen by Smith. To the middle. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
You talk about passing. Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Aldama from outside the arc. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Outside, Brown. Down low. Here's Jokic, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Nice work from the Serbian. Jokic uses his body so well to get the looks he wants inside.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach Taylor Jenkins. What's the focus as you look forward to the second half?
Just ignite our pace. You know, everything starts with our defense. Can we pick up our activity? We got to get some stops. Got to keep them off the free throw line. You got to get out and run. They're showing a great crowd in the paint, but just trust the pass. Everyone's got to trust each other, get multiple actions, get some good looks, and hopefully they fall for us.
High expectations for Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
They've been controlling the glass. I mean, going all out in the pursuit of the rock. You gotta love the physicality. You know what I mean, Shaq?
That's right. Elbow sandwiches. That's all I gotta say.
Elbow sandwiches making me hungry.
And now that we're a ways into the season, here's how the standings look out west.
You know, for the Grizzlies, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Nikola Jokic, what a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Jokic the screen. Here's Murray. misses. That would have put him up.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now here's Morant. He's putting up some terrific numbers, over 28 a game.
We've watched Morant get so good at this, instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Pass to Brooks. 1:51 left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Murray.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Punch that one.
Bad intentions. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Memphis leading. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Here's Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Nikola Jokic.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
Ja Morant at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And guys, over the last several years, Denver's been top 10 in offensive rating. Now, they played a slower pace, but made the most of their possessions.
Najee, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Highland comes in for Jamal Murray. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Boy, this Denver team, great offensively over the last couple of seasons. How so?
Well, BA, they execute in the half courts. That's pretty simple. I mean, so difficult to do against NBA defenses. Now, normally they have multiple ball handlers on the floor, guys who can make quick decisions.
Pass to Brooks. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Clark, the pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal foul.
Our 2K leaderboard highlighting the NBA's assist leaders over the last month. Denver, third.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. For the Nuggets, Brown, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And it's Smith in for Caldwell Pope. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Brooks. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Screen by Gordon. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And here's Brown for 3. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Outside Morant. Here's Aldama. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
They get the rebound. The shot by Najee, no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general, but hey, the tide can shift. Back after this. And let's listen to head coach Michael Malone review the game plan with his guys.
Stay positive. Don't get down. We got a lot of time left. We're going to win the game. We are going to win the game.
Michael Malone trying to get each guy to believe in himself, believe that this can still happen.
And the players have to trust each other as well. It's going to take all 5 guys working together to recapture the momentum.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Murray and Caldwell Pope are the backcourt pairing. Porter Jr. plays power forward with Jokic at center. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Murray passes to Jokic. Over Adams. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here's Morant. Inside, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Murray is screen on Brooks. Pass to Jokic. Oh, the block just stops it cold and takes possession. On the wing, Brooks, defended by Murray. Jackson, and the shot goes. And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, you'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Jokic, and it's good. 2 points.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Grizzlies.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Graham.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And when you see a team 4 times over the course of a season, you really get to know them. I'm sure they're happy to snatch that first game of the year against the Nuggets.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Pass to Jokic. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
And in 2022, more history made by Nikola Jokic, becoming the first player to amass 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season.
No good on that one.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the breadth and depth of his versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, maybe the greatest passing big guy we've seen in a long time. And that, to me, is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Soft touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
Great positioning on the putback.
You know, when Jokic gets his hands on an offensive rebound, it's too late to try to stop him. He doesn't waste too many second chance opportunities.
Morant against Murray from 10 feet away. Morant, no good. Fires the three. Murray, no good. Now here's Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.